Okay, everybody, there you have it. I think it was a 30-minute training. It might have been longer. I don't really care. It covered everything. That's the full suite right there. That training, literally, if our clients and our associates watch that, let's say that you sign up an associate in a month or 2 months, and that associate enrolls a client. You say, here, watch this 40-minute training. And that associate listens to me give them basically a sermon about keeping their their business and servicing their clients. That's going to help you in your business. I'm going to use this video. I'm going to use this video like there's no tomorrow with all of my new associates that I enroll. I'm pretty excited about it. There's a lot of people still on the line. I thank you for sticking with me through this. This has obviously been a very long webinar. We tend to do this a lot, but obviously it shows a high level of commitment for those of you who have stayed on so long. So I'm going to go ahead and just ask a few people what their highlights were from the webinar tonight, and I'm going to start with Catherine Lord in the Pacific Northwest. Catherine, what was your highlight from tonight?
Actually, I don't think let me see. Can you hear me again? Because I took my earplugs off.
Go ahead and put them on because we can't hear you very well.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
No, not really. No improvement. Are they on?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe try and yell into it or something.
Hello.
That's what I do. Yeah, I yell. I'm literally yelling when I do these freaking webinars. I'm like yelling. Go ahead and tell us, what was your highlight, Catherine?
Actually, I hate to admit this. I listened to all of the people coming in. Just as you started to go over the webinar, my dog got sick, and I had to take him outside, and I just got back when you were talking about the texting youth on a PC.
Okay.
You said there was a number,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what. I asked, what is the number, because I missed it, and I don't think I even have that.
Okay, it's 81010, and you can basically send a text message with the phone number 81010. So the phone number you're texting to is 81010. The message in the body of the text is at USANA PC. So you hit send, and it's going to subscribe you to our text messages for clients only. So are you already a member of our text service for our associates, Catherine?
I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
because I get the things that you send out that say Dr. McNamara is going to have a webinar.
via
Is that
text?
the same one?
Via text?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, so this is a special keyword for clients only. So we don't send we don't send the business stuff. No, you can get on it, but you want to get your clients to do it so that your clients get the information about product only webinars.
Yep. I keep trying to get my sister to listen to them.
Yeah.
But
Catherine, thank you for being honest. I know you got sidetracked in the middle of the webinar, but I do want to say this. The webinar has been recorded. No, the webinar's been recorded, and I definitely want to know what you learned from the recording. So please share with us on the Team DSI page this week.
Okay, because I want to watch it.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Catherine.
Thank you.
All right, I want to go to Khalid Medina in San Antonio, Texas. I just unmuted you, Khalid. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I can unmute you, Khalid. Looks like you're on a phone. I don't know what's up with these phone things. Connected to audio. It says you're connected to audio. All right, Khalid, I'm not sure what to do, bro, to unmute you. But if you're able to unmute yourself, just interrupt me at any time. I'm going to go to Annabelle Trevino in San Antonio. Annabelle, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
I like the specific direction, like the script to follow when somebody would start the reset or whatever it may be, because it's very clear and concise, and you don't have to think of what to tell them. It's all there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, thank you for saying that, Annabelle, because we've had trouble in the past with our clients knowing what to do, and they fail at the reset. and I say these things over and over, but I've never had it systemized to this level. So I appreciate that you say something, and I'm excited for hopefully your first clients tomorrow. You'll be able to use this script.
Hopefully.
Well, it's going to happen regardless. If it's them, great. If it's not, it'll be someone else. But you're doing a great job, and thank you for your feedback.
Thank you.
Yes. Diana Holderness in Payson, Utah. What was your highlight from tonight?
There was a couple things I really liked. Probably the biggest one is that just really taking care of our clients, showing them that we care, because we really do. I really liked that. And I was just really impressed with Moses Munoz, how he reads his why before he starts. And Annie Gonzalez, she's doing so great with this, doing the stick backs, and then, now she's gone a little farther. All that's great. Becky Armstrong's 20 in 30 days. I want to go and read that or listen to that, because that's awesome too.
Well, you know what? I love how you edify everybody else on the webinar. You're such a pro.
Oh.
You're such a pro, Diana. I mean, seriously.
Oh, thank you.
Now that is.
You know what?
That's how you
I'm
build
not trying to be.
That's.
Yeah, well, and I'm not trying to be a pro. Well, I guess I need to try, but it's natural for me, because when I'm listening to everybody, it really helps me, and I'm like, everybody helps each other, and I think that's really important to know.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for mentioning those things, because you just gave a very good example to everyone listening to this webinar that, edifying other people and saying those things builds just such a tremendous amount of good energy and positive vibes and ultimately business. And you just did it so effortlessly, and you were very genuine, very sincere. So thank you. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for mentioning those things you did about each person.
Oh, it's easy because they're all great. They're doing great.
I know. Can't wait till we're all hanging out together at convention.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Thanks, Jared.
You're welcome. Jesus Reyna in San Antonio, Texas. The great Jesus. What was the highlight for you tonight, Jesus?
What's going on, Jared?
Hey.
A couple of things. One of them being like Annabelle was saying a few minutes ago, what to do after the reset, because getting people started on it is pretty simple, but once they want to go to the maintain phase or the third phase, you're like, well, just keep taking shakes. They want to hear something else, with more direction, not just that. So I like the fact that you came up with that system. Two, you went over the I think I'm using the wrong word here. Phases. Every time you push your order.
Yeah.
Because everything's color coded. Because even up until now, I still wasn't 100% sure how that goes. Cycles. That's the word. Cycles.
The cycles.
You always ask, okay, your order's coming up. What cycle is it? I'm like, I don't know. Look, So I like the fact that you came up, you showed that chart that shows the cycle and what it means when a person signs on. Then 4 weeks later after that, okay, that's when their next cycle starts, or whatever is going to finish, and so forth and so on. So I like that as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks for mentioning that, Jesus, because that's been a challenge for us to teach our team that, and I'm excited that you have it now. You understand how that 4-week cycle looks, and where these people are when they sign up. So I really appreciate your feedback on that.
Yeah, I like all the demographics that you show. Rather than just words and talking about it, you actually have the demographic to show what you're talking about. And I learn better when I get to see what it is that I'm being instructed upon. So that was
awesome. Well, thank you, Jesus, and I'm excited for the mixer tomorrow at Annabelle's.
Yeah, it should be a good turnout.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, awesome. Thank you. Liz Spade in Chicago, Illinois. I see you're on the phone. I don't know. Oh, I was able to unmute you. Wow, it was easy. Liz, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, hear you loud and clear. Are you on the phone only?
No, I'm on the phone and the web, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's just because you have a little phone icon instead of a microphone icon, and so that usually tells me someone's on the phone only. But you're actually watching it on your phone?
No, I'm watching it on a computer.
Oh, but you
So I'm
called in.
connected to the audio through the phone. Yeah.
Oh, so you're watching it on the computer, but you called in on the phone to hear it.
Yeah, because the microphone like makes like a weird noise, like an
Oh,
echo sound. So like, I called it on the
gotcha.
phone.
Thank you for sharing, because I'm trying to still learn how all this works. But Liz, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Well, it was a great call. There's a lot of good nuggets in there. Amy, I don't know if Amy gets out still on the phone. She's doing from what I got out of it, I came out a little late, but what I got was she's making more money retailing. I think it was a Rev Sticks
Hmm.
than her waitressing job. I think that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it was Becky Armstrong, like going up and down the street to her neighbors. Like that's hardcore right there. So that's super. She's doing a great job.
Oh, yeah.
But I love how you, what I really liked was I love how you did this call with the client. It's just like a step-by-step. It's super easy. That's kind of what I'm working on right now, just doing the reset kits, retailing that.
Uh-huh.
So, like, you just kind of, like, just made it look a no-brainer. Like, anyone could do it. So I'm really happy you did this call. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to getting to work on it.
Oh, you're very welcome. And Liz, I also recognized you at the beginning of the webinar for enrolling a new associate, Tai G. So congratulations on that. You did a great job. Do you want to just tell the team a little success tip that's helping you?
Yeah, they're really, Tyrone actually was the one that decided that he wanted to go into business, and he just followed directions, and he got his list done, and you know, he's going to get a hold of me when he gets his appointment set up, and maybe we can meet somewhere and do his follow-up appointments together. So I guess.
Okay, so
You know,
I want to tell you right now, when his list is done, you want to do a phone call session with him. So don't just let him go. Don't just let him go and like start doing his own calls and texts without you sitting there with him at least the first hour, because he could be blowing it. And if he's blowing it, if he is like failing on his approaches, then he's not going to have any appointments. He's going to get frustrated. So my rule of thumb is to be with them for the first hour or two, maybe, or even several different occasions. Let's meet once a week and do calls together. You know, until they're popping good appointments, getting good people watching the videos, or hosting mixers. Another thing that really helps is, does he have a venue that he could host a mixer?
We haven't got to that point yet. We're doing the video presentation.
Okay. Has he gone through the entire DSI manual?
Right now, we're going through the homework for the first part for the Hot 100 list.
So in other words, you haven't had the game plan session yet.
No.
Okay. So here's the thing. You gave him homework, right? You said, watch this 45-minute video and go make your list, right?
Yeah. He got that done.
Okay. So what you're supposed to do after that, and this is kind of like the next training topic I'm going to be tackling over the next, say, several months or weeks, is after they watch their video and they make their list. Now, did this guy, did he pay already? Or is he just doesn't have the money yet?
Pre-launch.
That's okay?
Yeah.
That's okay. And everybody listening, this is great training for you. If they don't have the money yet, but they are following the directions, okay? In fact, Liz, that's what happened with Moses. Moses, our rock star who's signing up all these clients, he did not have the money at first, but he did the homework, he made his list, and we started contacting people exactly like I'm telling you. And that's why he's been able to sign up. Now he's officially in the system. But here's what happened, Liz. I met with Moses after he finished his list and watched that video. And what happened was, at that meeting, I sat down and I went over the entire Fast Track manual again with him, face-to-face, eye-to-eye, every topic of the Fast Track manual, okay? It's kind of like I spoon-fed it. Okay? So I'm telling you what works. So I spent that time.
Was he able to follow you along with that?
Yeah, because we're face-to-face. But I do this with people over the phone too. But let's say that I go through everything with him. Okay, so, okay, Ty, here's your DMO, okay? Here's you know, okay, you don't have an account yet, so, okay, we're not going to talk about the auto order quite yet in depth yet. But when you have your account, we'll come back to this point. Okay, next thing, Ty, is the 7 skills. Okay, here's the 7 skills. This is what's going to happen. Okay, your list looks good. Okay, now here's the texts you're going to be sending. Okay, I'm going to walk you through these texts. Okay, here's what you're going to say when you call someone, Ty. Okay, now here's what's going to say when you close somebody. And you might not read the whole close, but you're like going through it all. You're kind of prepping his mind before he makes those first calls. So you're going, okay, Ty, here's what's going to happen when you close people. Okay, Ty, here's what's going to happen when you host an event. Okay, Ty, here's what's going to happen here, and here's what's going to happen there. And when you get them through all that stuff on the fast track manual, then you say, okay, Ty, let's go through each list. Let's go through each name. I want you to put a V if you want to start with a video with them. I want you to put an N if you're going to do a newspaper, and I want you to put an M if you're going to do mixer. So he goes through his list. He marks them down. N, 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 V, 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 M, 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 M. Okay, so all these people that are M's, let's put a mixer on the calendar. And if he doesn't have a venue, then of course you can't do a mixer right away. So let's start with the ones that are V's. These ones, okay, we're going to call them right now. Okay, this mixer, okay, sometimes they put a mixer on the calendar like for 2 or 3 days later. Don't wait 2 weeks later. Do it like the next week or even 2 days. But basically you're trying to say, okay, start contacting these people for your mixer. Newspaper presentation. Best person to do newspaper presentation is the parents, like the mom. Because that's like his greatest supporter if the mom's available, you know, or the closest family member. Do a newspaper practice because that is pretty much a guaranteed sale. If that family member has money or, you know, wants it, they're going to do it and they're going to be their first client. So in other words, there's a lot of work for you to do. I don't know if you're totally aware of it yet, but I'm glad we're having this call, this little conversation because you've worked so hard, Liz, and you've been so diligent to be able to get associates this way, and you're in Illinois with no support, and you're still faithfully taking action steps, and you're on every webinar. So I will totally walk you through all this and make sure you're succeeding with him, okay?
Thanks, Jared. I received that.
You're welcome. And
Hey, I had a question.
Yeah, let me know. Go ahead.
Real quick. I know we're on time. So, like, when you do the game plan session, you recommend meeting in person for that, and not doing a over the phone thing?
If
you want to do it in
possible.
person, meet at a coffee shop? Okay.
If possible. If they're in another state, like Joshua and Dasha Union, then I do it over the phone, and they have the document in front of them, and I have the document in front of me, and it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
But
and you three-way a call when they make their calls to their prospects, like you did when we first started?
Yes, if possible, but sometimes it's not possible, and so I just let them start sending texts. A lot of times it's texts, you know. But no, if they're making calls, I'm usually not on those calls. But I will do some role-playing first. I'm going to do a lot of groundwork before they start doing their actual invites.
Okay.
Okay? So, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Let me know how that stuff goes, okay? Keep me posted this week.
Okay, I will.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks for being an example to everyone on the team of taking action with, you know, regardless of having a USANA mentor nearby. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's fine. I do have one over the phone, right?
That's right. Every Monday. All right. Talk to you
Thanks,
soon,
Jed.
Liz. All right.
Yep, yeah.
Renee and Megan Martinez, I know it's super late. What was the highlight for you guys?
Well, Jared, just the fact that, hang on, let me get back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. Just the fact that, how you read the script. I mean, if you're talking to somebody and, you know, you're just kind of, you know, you don't know what to say or you don't know what to do, it's all right there in the script.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're practically reading it word for word. I mean, it can't get much easier than that.
It's so funny how you say it.
I mean, but still, I'm not trying to be mean or anything or rude.
No, it's true.
I'm saying, like, it's just all right there. I mean, like, every single angle is covered in that, you know, in our fast track manual. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And really, sometimes, like, when I'm going through there, I'm just like, oh, I don't know that. Like, I find something every single time, you know, something different that I didn't see before.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, I mean, sometimes I have to go over it a couple of times and be like, oh, I didn't see that last time. So I just like the fact that it's all right there, you know, everything that you need.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you for saying so, and no, I really appreciate that you mentioned about just literally reading the script, because I can't emphasize that enough, that people literally just do that instead of have it memorized, and that the client knows that they're being read to, because the client will
Yeah,
feel like they
and
can do it.
also too, like even when if you're in person with that person, and you're just like, you know, and you're just sitting there reading off the script, and then they're like, oh wow, she's just gonna read a script to me. You know what I mean? Like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. So I think that might help too,
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, make them feel more comfortable as an associate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And just saying, oh, well, I can sit there and read a script. You know, everybody can read a script. You know what I mean?
Yep. You got it.
Why
100%.
are you laughing?
Because
Is it
it's so.
funny?
It just makes me happy, because that's exactly what I want people to do. And it's sometimes, you know,
Okay.
as the leader, it's like you wonder if people are getting it, and it's like you're getting it so profoundly. It just makes me happy. That's all.
Oh,
So,
okay, good.
yes. And Renee?
My highlight of it was probably whenever, I don't remember what her name was. She said,
Don't hear you very well, Renee.
Sorry.
I said that the highlight for me was probably whenever we were talking about inviting people to the mixers, and if they say something about selling stuff or whatever, you just tell them that, well, you don't have to buy anything, just come check it out, come hang out and
Yes.
meet new people.
Yes. So cool to take off that pressure, right?
That was total rock star, by the way.
That Becky?
Oh yeah. Oh, that takes a lot of guts and a lot of courage to do that. I mean, I don't think I would do that. Seriously.
Well, you know what, Megan? Next mixer, I'll be expecting some new Pleasanton neighbors on the street over there.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys, oh my God, y'all are so charming. Y'all will totally, I mean, y'all will fill the house with like brand new neighbors. I know it.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, sweet. Well, there you go.
You've inspired us, Becky.
Becky inspired
sure.
you guys. That's awesome. I think Becky's not on the line anymore, but she'll definitely
man.
get a kick out of knowing that she inspired you. So
Awesome.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Jared.
All right. You're welcome. Amy Gonzalez in Lockhart, Texas. What was the highlight for you tonight?
I definitely like the script, following the script. It's very clear. It has wonderful tips for our clients. And just also listening to everybody's stories and strategies. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What was your favorite story and strategy?
I like Becky's, how she went door to door within her neighborhood. That was really, really cool.
Dude, everyone's going to be doing that now. Maybe I need to do that. Heck. That's awesome.
That was pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right, let's go on to Karen Stewart in Utah. Karen, can you, oh my gosh, this might work. Karen, are you there?
Hello.
Wow, we
Hi.
hear you. Crystal clear.
You can hear me?
Wow, I'm
Oh,
shocked.
I'm so used to not being able to talk that I've just enjoyed listening.
So, Karen, what was the highlight for you tonight?
Well, the follow-through, because I've done reset people, and I have not followed through, and I didn't know what to do with them, and they haven't continued on, and that follow-through is just, I don't think we can hear enough
Mm-hmm.
about that follow-through and how to follow through specifically with people.
For sure. It's all about follow-through, and that's something that's not covered very much,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So,
Yes, and I'm wanting to just get more familiar. You mentioned a couple of links, and you said that they were new ones.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had that, the list of all the links on it.
Yeah.
But the other one, it was about options, your options.
Okay, I'm going back right now. Yeah, it's a 7-minute
that on
video. It's called
Yeah.
options.onebody.info. It's a video that I made. It's actually a piece of a video that I made that's just 7-minute cut of that. It's basically like if you want to explain to someone how they can sign up, like walking them through the 1 business center, 3 business center, the points that they're going to need. You know what I mean? Like just to give them like this is exactly what I say over and over and over and over. And I'm going to make a little 7-minute video so that people can do this. And I'm going to start testing it. I'm trying to get back there right now and show you it. But I'm going to start testing it. And I might even just use it. Like if I work with someone over the phone, I might be like, okay, you liked it? Okay, watch this 7-minute video and I'll call you back. So I don't have to explain it like 80 times, you know. Sometimes you need to explain it, though.
Is it on the list?
Is
it on the list?
Yes, it is. There it is. It's displaying now. It should display now. Options.onebody.info.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So,
okay. And that 25-minute training, how to close, I enjoyed that. I didn't watch the full 25 minutes, but I got in a good part of it before we did that little last mixer. And Diana and I talked about it before, and it was very helpful. And I just think these videos are huge to watch and rewatch, like even what you went through tonight with us. But that takes time. But that's how we get professional at it.
It's your DMO. You're doing your DMO, and guess what, Karen? You're signing up people. You and Diana, man. You guys are rocking.
And now we've got to focus on that follow-up, you know?
Yeah. Now that you have people, now that you have people, you got to.
And that's probably the benefit of not doing the every single week necessarily. A week of some really good follow-up, and then a week of another. Yeah. Another you know, get together. Another.
Great strategy.
Yeah.
Very manageable.
That follow-up is key. Yes.
And that's what Renee and Megan have done too. They've pretty much done every other week. Sometimes they do one event per week. They've had times where they've done 2 in a week, but they never miss 2 weeks. They're always every other week. But what's funny is, man, they got 31 clients, 31 accounts that they're following up with. And and I tell you what, that's just like if you were a corporate professional and you worked in the corporate world and you had accounts, and so let's say you sold whatever, and you had corporate accounts. Each individual is like an account. It's a corporate account. Think of it like that. Would you give it that much attention? You bet it. You better believe. You know?
How are you? Yeah.
So thank you for saying that, and thank you for edifying these links and these extra trainings, because that encourages everybody listening to continue to do their DMO and to keep learning, because, you know, it takes time. You're right. It does take time. But I like to watch these videos when I'm getting ready in the morning. You know, that's kind of my time. I put on my phone and I be getting ready in the morning. But
well, thank you for taking the time to do this, because I know it takes it, and that's an example for us as the type of time that we really have need to put into it.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Moses Munoz, I'm going to get to you. I want to hear from you, Moses. But I need a minute because I have to ask Melissa Puga, because I think her little baby EJ is about to go to sleep. Melissa, are you there? You have to unmute yourself. There we go.
Yes, I am here. I was trying to.
Oh, it's okay. I know you are. You're multitasking. That's totally fine. What was the highlight for you tonight, Melissa?
Honestly, I really didn't know about the correct way on swallowing the pills.
You didn't know about
Honestly,
swallowing the pills?
I have been doing them wrong the whole time.
Say that again?
Yeah, I was doing them wrong.
About your throat?
I didn't know about. Yeah.
Oh, and were you having trouble swallowing the pills?
Yeah, I was, because I guess, like, what is it, my gag reflexes or something like that? Yeah. They weren't cooperating, and I would have to, like, retake it again. But now I know that I'm supposed to hold your head back.
Oh my gosh, that is such a big deal. I am so glad that we covered that. Because honestly, Melissa, like, how would you know? You know, it's your first time taking supplements.
Yeah.
You're, what, how old are you? 21?
Yeah.
I didn't start taking supplements until I was 25. But, I mean, you know, it's your first time. So I'm really glad that you got some clarity on that, because you're going to have a much easier time now. It helps you be healthier.
It's because I can't take them dry. I have to take them with the water, and I can't just, like, swallow them like that easily.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Melissa, for sharing that. That's a big deal, and it's it wasn't what I was expecting to hear, but it makes me feel like, wow, we're covering every base now. That's great. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah, I really liked everything. I liked everybody's stories, and I really liked the one where she said that she was going door to door.
I know.
I really liked that one.
Everyone did. That's so cool. Well, you know what, Melissa? We need to schedule a mixer for you, and maybe you and Megan can talk. I know Megan's thinking about doing a Thursday thing in Pleasanton.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, let's talk this week.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you.
All right. Moses Munoz. Save the best for last. I think I'm trying to unmute you. Moses, I'm not able to unmute you. Having trouble here. I've reached the maximum amount of people that can be unmuted at one time. Why is it telling me that? Everybody's muted right now. Let's see here. Okay, we're having a problem here with the GoToMeeting program. I guess I'm not able to unmute people. I guess we're done. Oh, Moses, there we go. Moses.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, what was the highlight for you tonight?
It was all great information, Jared. I think I guess being able to listen to other people in the different stages that they are in the business, and just listening to the issues and the solutions to everything is good. Of course, the demos that you gave in closing, etc. That was good too. It was good. It was actually the first webinar that I've ever been on, so it was cool.
It's a whole new world, right?
A whole new world of communication.
Right. Well, I wanted to save you for last, Moses, because you're the newest team member, and it's always good to see a fresh set of eyes kind of get a perspective, from this. So thank you for sharing, and definitely, especially when Liz Spade had that question about how to help someone who, hadn't.
Yeah, it was. It was us. That was us.
That was us, man. That was us last week, and that's great, because now you give Liz an example. Heck, Liz could even call you. Liz could call you and be like, "Hey, what happened?" And you can help her out, So, in fact, maybe you should do that. That'd be good for Liz to hear. But you can meet her on the Facebook group, and I just want to say I'm excited for this week, bro. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll call you after the webinar.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Okay. All right, Jared.
Okay. All right, Moses. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. I'm going to unmute everybody. How we like to end our webinar is we like to basically have everybody say good night and God bless. And that's just how we end our webinar. So I'm slowly unmuting all the line. You can unmute yourself if you're crazy. All right, everybody, go ahead and say good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless. Good night and God bless.